just want to bring you guys this real quick. Say it.
Purposely grid down. I'm not asking that question for fun. I'm asking that question because the World Economic Forum first and foremost reason I'm even paying attention to the World Economic Forum and their exercises is because they notoriously, in 2019, ran an exercise for a coronavirus pandemic that oddly all became true. I mean, without one slight difference, they said that the coronavirus was going to escape from a wet market in South America. Of course, when the coronavirus swept the world in 2020, they said it escaped from a wet market in China. You can still look that up, by the way. That's not a conspiracy theory. They simulated that coronavirus pandemic. It was the World Economic Forum in collaboration with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, in collaboration with Johns Hopkins University. And the website is still up, and they say, the coronavirus pandemic is inevitable. And then, boom, it happened the very next year. So people say it's a conspiracy theory to believe that they knew that the coronavirus pandemic was going to happen. You don't have to believe it was a conspiracy theory, or you can believe it wasn't a conspiracy theory. It's up to you. I don't really care. The point is that they made the prediction, they called it inevitable, and then it happened immediately. So for me personally, that signals to me that I should probably pay attention the next time the World Economic Forum makes a prediction and calls it inevitable. And lo and behold, they are predicting that a coronavirus pandemic, a cyber pandemic, is going to happen, and that it is once again inevitable. So if you look into the exercise that they have run this year, I believe they ran it in July. They've been meeting and talking about the cyber pandemic, what it will look like. Essentially, their idea is that they're going to have to sanitize the internet because a bug, think of this as like a coronavirus for your computer, is going to sweep globally. And the only way that they're able to stop this bug from infecting everything is to effectively shut down the internet, right? And they were talking about bringing down the power grid in efforts to do this. So imagine the government bringing down the power grid. You would not have access to anything that required an electrical charge. This sounds crazy, dystopian, and like a nightmare to you. First and foremost, this happens in other countries, right? Obviously, in Cuba, the government needs to stop communicating, just bring down the power grid, right? When the uprisings were happening in Cuba, I believe that was earlier this year. Coronavirus time feels like, I don't know if it was the end of last year or early this year. It just brought down the entire electrical grid. But of course,
Kay. Hey, Sunshine.
Never do something like that. If they do it, it's because they need to do it, not because
I think y'all should hear this.
Communist dictators, but because they would need to do it for our benefits. They were talking about the government bringing down the power grid, and until they come up with a vaccine, I'm not getting this their words, not mine. A vaccine of sorts for the internet, where they would be able to cleanse it and purge it of all of these things that are making it vulnerable. Among those things, they brought up Bitcoin, which is so funny, because that one thing that the government can't get a handle on, that is representing a threat to them and the financial markets, the control of the financial markets, would be Bitcoin. And suddenly, in running the simulation, they realized that Bitcoin, could potentially be a problem. If you think I'm kidding, you can look this up. It is called a cyber pandemic. And it's something that every single person should be paying attention to, just in case they magically get it right again, like they did about the coronavirus pandemic. It's good for us as citizens to pay attention to that and to do what we can to prepare. And so I've been having all these discussions with my husband seriously. Like, what if they actually did this? Like, what would we do? And it's made me realize that we're a very weak generation of people. I'm talking about weak. I'm talking about millennials. I'm talking about, perhaps even baby boomers, of how little we actually learned about survival. And we so often talk about how the governments are right now teaching kids nothing, right? These kids are learning about race, and they're learning about, pornographic material in school as we're discovering day by day. They're learning about how to be woke, and we're like, these kids are so dumb because they're not learning math, they're not learning engineering, and they're not going to be able to do anything in life because they're not learning any hard academics, any hard skills. And I talk about that so much until I started talking about this potential cyber pandemic, and I realized actually my generation was also dumbed down because you can read all the books in the world, every book
Thank you guys for
in the
coming.
entire universe, right? But if you don't actually know how to grow your own food, if you don't actually know how to survive off of your own land, how smart are you? We have convinced ourselves, especially me, I grew up in Connecticut, like coastal elites, very close to New York City, like we have convinced ourselves, and the people that live in these cities, Los Angeles, people that live in New York, as they're saying, we need the Green New Deal, get rid of this, so we don't want to be dependent on our own energy. Like we'll send it overseas. But we have convinced ourselves that we're so forward and we're so progressive that we're actually regressive. We don't know anything. We don't know how to grow our own food. The majority of us know how to grow our food. I have made
Hey, Mama Kay,
my
everybody,
entire
thank y'all
initiative
for
since
coming.
moving to Tennessee
It's
is for my
important.
husband and I to be able to do everything by ourselves. Fortunately for me, my husband is a hunter, so you can take your picket signs and take them somewhere else. I don't care. My husband hunts. Good. That means that we know how to survive a little bit if we're in the wild, right? He's hunted his entire life. I said to my husband, I need to learn how to grow vegetables. Like, this is the most important thing. I need to be able to learn how to grow vegetables. We're going to get some chickens. Like, I never thought I would say this. Like, we're going to be getting chickens next year because I want to be able to know that we have food on our own property. I do not want to be independent. So for so long, I had in my head that if you're not on welfare, right, then you're not government dependent, but that is so wrong, right? If you don't know how to survive, if you do not know how to grow your own food, if you don't know how to make a fire, I mean, think about everything you would have to know if the power grid went down, right? If you don't have a generator, if you don't have solar panels, I mean, I'm just spitting here, but like, think about all of the things. Actually imagine your life if the power grid was taken down. Like, imagine how many things you'd have to know, right? And then I was saying to my cousin earlier, I was saying how weird it is every time if I have a question about something, even if I'm working on a recipe, I'm like, oh my God, what is the ingredient of this again? And I Google it. Everything you have to Google, you don't actually know. You're relying on the internet to tell you something that you don't actually have stored in your own brain, right? So we're so convinced that we're so forward and we're so progressive because we can get an answer fired back at us in a couple of seconds. But in reality, we don't know anything. If you have to ask people, you don't possess the information within your own mind. So I said to my husband and I said to my cousin, like, I want to start buying books, right? The recipes are no good if they're online, right? The knowledge of how to grow your own plants is no good if you're looking it up online. I want copies of hard books. I want the books and the knowledge in my house, even chemistry, basic chemistry, and basic means of taking care of yourself. Like, what do you actually know about colloidal silver? What do you know about how to treat something, what your body actually needs? All of these things that we thought were so backwards in that big pharmacy days, you can just go get a prescription. But what do you need to create your own prescription? What do you actually know about how to survive by yourself? What do you know that you can take that will make you better? If you get a burn, if you get copies of hard books, books and the knowledge in my house, even chemistry, basic chemistry.
Sorry about that, y'all.
And basic means of taking care of yourself. Like, what do you actually know
That's
about
so extreme,
colloidal
sis.
silver? What do you know about how to treat something, what your body actually needs? All of these things that we thought were so backwards in that big pharmacy days, you can just go get a prescription. Well, what if you needed to create your own prescription? What do you actually know about how to survive by yourself? What do you know that you can take that will make you better? If you get a burn, if you get sick, what are the things that actually help you in your own household? What can you have? What can you possess that will make you better?
Yes.
All of this stuff, like, you should be thinking about now, right? You should be thinking about it now. This is not a conspiracy. This is common sense, right? If you don't know how to survive, how would you convert salt water into drinking water? Do you know how to do that? Isn't it funny that all of these people that live in between New York and LA, people that the media has smeared as backwards, as not knowing anything, right? These Bible Belt Southern Christians with their farms and their goats and their sheep, this whole idea they tried to create about people in the South and people in the Midwest. And these people are so much smarter than these journalists and these media members who sit up on their high horses and talk down to them. Because you know what? If the government brought down the power grid, these people would be just fine. They would be unaffected. They'd say, yeah, you can take your latte and your Starbucks all the way back to your LA. We're good here. And something that I think you should especially be thinking about now for all of the people who voted for Biden and actually thought you could just keep printing money, and now you're realizing, oh wait, we can't, and gas prices are through the roof, and I don't really know what I'm going to do as I'm watching the government actually impoverish me, right? It's something to really think about when you start talking about the amount of dependency that is being increased upon the government, which when I say I'm talking about conservatives, obviously knew this was coming. You understood that you can't just print money. Obviously, the government cannot just shut down the business and say, oh, it's okay, we're going to give you a couple $100 here, there, everywhere, and think that they were not going to eventually have to come up with that money at a different time. And you're seeing that impact in so many things. And I don't know, it's just a conversation that I've been having with myself and with my family around me that, like, if this actually happens, if the predictions become true, what would we actually do? What would you actually do? What do you actually know how to do? What do you know about anything in the wild? Could you survive in the wild? Could you survive in your own house? For how long could you survive in your own house? And I've been covering this a lot on my show as I've been paying attention to a lot of the World Economic Forum agenda and all the meetings that we're having with the same suspects that seem to always be so prepared and aware of the things that are happening. And I realized that Big Pharma has made us a lot more ignorant. The school systems have made us a lot more ignorant. And it's not just generations beneath us. It started with us. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Just a random thought that was on my mind that I wanted to share. If you agree, and then maybe stock up on some stuff in your house that you might need. Maybe buy some books. Yeah. Anyways, that was what I wanted to say. Quick little rant for you guys.
Okay, early bird.
And there you have it. So ask yourself, Curry Gang, would you be able to survive if they cut out the lights? Do you know how to plant and maintain a garden? Do you know how to milk a cow or harvest some eggs from a chicken? How about cooking? Could you cook from scratch? Hell, would you know how to cook without a microwave? Because if you don't know how to do those things, you're going to fuck around and starve to death out here.
Thank you, Lisa.
And then you will officially be a dead loser, swagger. And then you will officially be a dead loser, swagger. I know most of the young generation don't even know how to boil a goddamn pot of water and will mess up a bowl of cereal. So if you're a survivor, Curry Gang, let me know in the comment section below. And that's all I have.
And that's what I had to bring to y'all this morning. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I didn't know if you had saw that or whatever, but I just thought that I would bring it to you guys because basically, man, it is what it is, and we need to get prepared because we just don't know what else is going to be happening. You know, I'm about to take me a break. I'm just about to chill back and just take me a break because our real life, it like off of YouTube, is just way more important than going through all this bitch ass bullshit on YouTube. I just woke up this morning and I seen this. I'm like, you know what? This is a wake up call. It really is. For who all is not paying attention, you know, I pray that you start paying attention because life is too short and it's getting more scarier and scarier. These people don't give a damn about us. They really don't. They really don't. I'm just trying to share this with my fam and my peeps so you know you guys can stay woke. That's all. I woke up with this on my mind and this is just too much, you know. It's too much for nobody to be paying attention as to what's really going on. And like that lady said, matter of fact, let me tell y'all her name so y'all could find her because she has some good informative information. Her name is Candace Owens. She's on IG. Candace Owens. She brings a lot of good informative information, just in case if you guys want to go check her out. Yesterday, I was saying yesterday on my lines. Yep, Lisa, you was. Yeah, that's some real talk. There's too much going on for a person to study, be trying to, it's all a big distraction. Yeah. Yeah, that's all it is. It's all a big distraction. And I just woke up this morning. You know, I'm just to the point where, you know, everything else that's happening for me right now is in my real life is more important, you know, than going back and forth for who said what and who said who and who did what and all that. I'm good. Everything else, I'm just gonna LIG it, let it go and let God. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I tried to strike the video, you know, people playing my videos and stuff. I don't want nobody playing my videos and my pictures or none of that in my voice unless I give somebody permission. You know, this YouTube shit is just gonna became too motherfucking ridiculous for me. It done went too motherfucking far, you know. And I choose my real life. I'm like Pikachu. I choose me and mine for our real life. I like this is just too much. Good morning, sis life. Love you, baby. How you feeling? I was just doing this quick informative live about this lady named um, Candace Owens. She warns us of a possible global power slash internet shutdown. It's called Anticipating the Cyber Pandemic. Yeah. And she's on IG. Her name again is Candace Owens. You guys can go like, share, and subscribe over there and follow her. She has some good information over there. She really, really do. And I just thought that I would come live and share it with you guys. That's all. I woke up on a whole nother tip this morning. I feel like life is too important. It's too short. And, you know, I'm just to the point where don't nothing else matter but my real life right now. You know what I'm saying? And my babies and my grandkids and, you know, surviving and trying to get these backpacks finished and, you know, emergency backpack kits finished and, you know, just different things that's going on in our real life that we need to really be paying attention upon, because everything that's going over here on to the right is really all happening to the left. Mm-hmm. And we got to be paying more attention. That's why so much shit has been going on around us and we didn't know what the hell was going on because we too busy worrying about and paying attention what's going on to the right. And that's why they're keeping us busy to the right, because all the real shit is going on to the left, on the left-hand side. And I just had wanted to bring that to you guys. All this other childish, you know, things that's going on, people bother when people realize and they, you know, and they babies, they grandkids and they life and this and that and the third, you know, life is just too short to be sitting up going through all of that. You don't ever know if you're going to blink your eye and your life could be over with. We all have a birth date and we all have a death date. Everybody was born with a birthday, on a birthday, and everybody was born with a death date that don't none of us know about at all. Don't none of us know when our death date is. We might, you know, tomorrow is just not promised. We were willing to wake up in the morning. How you know you're going to wake up tomorrow morning after you done spewed all this evilness and you know, this deceit and backstabbing and hurting people and, you know, doing all this stuff to people and their kids and doing and their babies and their grandkids. Karma has everybody's address on it. Karma has everybody's address computed into the karma's brain. Okay. And so with that being said, all the things that you do, you make sure either you're going to make good karma footsteps for yourself or you're going to create bad karma footsteps for yourself. And I've been saying this for a long time on a lot of my lives. Bad karma footsteps, you create good and bad karma footsteps. I'd rather create good karma footsteps for myself. You know, to who all I've hurt, you know, I apologize if anybody feeling some type of way, you know, I don't want to wake up tomorrow with this malice and this hate and this hatred and, you know, feeling some type of way about certain people on my heart, you know, because God don't like ugly and he ain't too fond of cute. And I'm just not willing to keep being, you know, Satan's how you say it? One of his work, you know, one of his people, one of his little workers, one of his little flying minion demon monkeys, you know, the crew, the posse that's running around here doing all of this and expecting no bad to come back to them. Again, it's up to the person to make your good karma footsteps or your bad karma footsteps. And I choose to make my good karma footsteps. I don't choose to do bad karma footsteps because I don't want no bad luck or no bad karma coming to me or my family. Because do you guys know that no matter what's going on, if you make bad karma footsteps, sometimes your kids and your family, it ricochet off upon you from you to them. And see, that's another thing I'm not willing to do. I'm not willing to do that to my family because they didn't ask for none of this. So I just came to my senses and just said, you know what? I choose them. I choose me and them. And this was up on my heart and my mind all night. Do you know where you're going? Is your life right with? Exactly. That's facts. It's up to you to, you know, like I said, it's too many 5 million demon monkey crew posse people around here. You know what I'm saying? And it's time to get everybody get their life together. If they don't want to, then that's on them. I choose me and my family, period. My loved ones. I'm not fixing to take them through no extra shit. You know what I'm saying? That they don't know nothing about. They didn't ask for, and they don't know what the fuck is really happening or going on with them. So I'm just Gucci. I'm to the point where I don't give a fuck about no YouTube videos, no none of that. All I ask is just, if you don't know me and I don't know you, I'm not giving nobody permission besides my fam to use my videos, my face, and my voice, period. Now, that's what I am going to say. So I am working on that part as far as anybody using my videos, playing my lives, and all this other type of stuff. I don't want that to happen. But I still choose my real life right now. People say your real life is on here too, but this shit, you can come on here and be whoever the fuck you want to be. That's some fucking bullshit. YouTube is a motherfucking it's like a motherfucking fantasy island around this motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna start calling YouTube. Fantasy island. Because motherfuckers come on here and try to be who, you know, they can't be in their real life or who they want to be in their real life. They come on here and act their fantasies out and shit like this shit is a motherfucking game. And this ain't no motherfucking game. These are people, real lives and real babies and real grandkids and real everything that's being played with out here. This shit ain't no motherfucking game. Ain't nobody playing about their motherfucking people, their grandkids, their babies, their loved ones. The fuck? That's all I'm trying to say this morning. And I brought that to us because how motherfucker think they gonna wake up and be arguing and bickering and going back and forth on the internet when they gonna shut this bitch down and scour it talking about it's a fake ass bug. Here they go with this fake ass bug shit, talking about it's a fake ass bug in the internet. This is just my opinion. It's a fake bug in the internet. They talking about they're gonna have to shut the whole internet down to scour it, to clean it. That's some motherfucking bullshit. Then what motherfuckers gonna do? Go crazy then? Because they can't come on here and go back and forth, call people out their name, put people, family members up, fuck with people, grandkids, and do all this type of shit. How the fuck y'all gonna feel then? Motherfuckers ain't getting really prepared for this shit. That's what I'm saying. They too busy on here thinking that the internet and the Google and all these other motherfuckers gonna continue to be here. No, the fuck they not. This shit is a motherfucking test. I don't understand how people don't fucking see that shit. It's a motherfucking YouTube experiment, mind, brain, motherfucking test. That's what the fuck I've gathered from this. It's not bad at all. It's a good resource on here. You can find games and you can listen to music and everything. It's just the people who be on here make it bad and evil. That's so true, Lisa. I'm gonna put that up on the screen. That's facts right there. Because it's not the app itself, because it's only an app. It's a free motherfucking app at that. You can choose and pick what the fuck you want to do on this free app. Don't nobody own this motherfucker. Can't nobody wake up and come on here and tell nobody what they could be doing, what they can't do. No, the real motherfucking thing is that you can't come up on here and just be doing no any type of everything to know everybody and they fucking people and they loved ones. The people that be on here, you right, Lisa, it made it evil. And that's supposed to let me know furthermore that it's a motherfucking experiment for the brain, for the mind. This shit is all fucking made up to fucking make us argue and fight and tear one another down and, you know, and use each other and beat up on one another and all of this other type of shit. They done made it out of evil. That's a real fact. They made YouTube out of evilness. It's the people that be on the free app that makes it this way. Because YouTube is not this way by itself, because you have to download it and click it. I mean, I'm sorry, you have to click on it and download it in order for it to even be in your phone or in your device. So again, it'd be up to you to how you come on here and spew and spread, you know, your news, or you want to get on here and spread gossip. It's just not fucking worth it. It's not fucking worth it no more. Tomorrow is not promised to nobody. And that's the part that I had to get up and play this video, because tomorrow we might not be having no power or no internet. You know, the cell phone devices might not work. Who's to say that? Because we already not promised another day in the world. That's why it's not good to be talking about, oh, I'm going to do this on September 99th, 2029. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to this house party, or I'm going to go here and go there. I'm doing this. We're going to set this up to do this on December the 31st. I mean, December the 30th or December the 25th, which is Christmas and all that. How you going to set all of that up and you don't even know if God going to allow you to wake up in the morning? I'm just trying to figure that out real quick. You can't be making appointments and making boat trips and, you know, party trips and all of this stuff and preparing it and setting it up and buying all the things and doing all of this, because you don't even know if you're going to be alive tomorrow. That's just real fucking facts. You don't even know if you're going to be alive tomorrow to even do none of these things. So how are you going to get up? How are you going to say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that? You don't know if you even going to be here to be able to do it. That's why when you planning stuff for the future, you're supposed to wake up and say, you know, if the Lord willing, I will be able to do these things. I don't know if I'm going to be able to wake up and go on December the 29th, if I'm going to be able to still make it to that cruise or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, because you don't know where you're going to end up or where you might be at. So how you going to keep making plans and you don't even know anybody don't even know their death date? That's the part I'm tripping off of. Motherfuckers get up on here and do all type of shit and that, not for sure if you're going to even be living to see the next day after all the bad shit that you've been said about somebody. You don't want to be the one up in God hands telling God, I want to take all of that back. I wish I wouldn't have did all of that to people, because it's going to be too late after a while for you to even be able to ask for forgiveness. He ain't even gonna want to hear that after a while, because everybody know right from wrong. So at the end of the day, you have to wake up, you know, and think more logically. You can't be waking up with malice in your heart, you know, trying to take somebody down. Oh, what I'm gonna do today, make somebody feel bad. Or I'm gonna take them down. I'm gonna make them look bad. You know, I'm gonna put they this out, they that out, and make them look stupid as hell, and this and that and the third. But you're not looking at the fact that your bad karma is gonna come back from you even thinking about that, because God knows what you're thinking and what you're gonna do before you even do it. He already know. He know what's on your brain and what's in your mind and your head before you even start to wake up to think about what you think about doing for that day. And you think that you're gonna keep waking up with malice and hate in your heart for other people? He not finna do it. You don't know what he gonna put on you. God can put a cold whooping on everybody, and you won't even know where it came from. And that's facts right there. You ain't even gonna know where it came from. You're gonna be looking around thinking like, damn, I done did this person, that person bad, that person bad. I done did all this bad karma to people. And you be sitting around wondering why all your bad karma is so fucking hard and bad for yourself. I don't understand that. People be killing me with that. How is you looking around trying to figure out how is your bad karma this bad, and you done did all this bad shit to all these different people in all these different kind of ways that you just all up at night, all night, trying to figure out how you gonna get this person back, how I'm gonna get that person back, what I'm gonna do to this person, or I'm gonna show their grandkids. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make sure everybody know where they work at. I'm gonna make sure they know everybody know this and that about you. That's hatred and bad malice and bad karma in your heart. And you just didn't wake up with that. You've been having that on your heart. These mean, evil, flying minion, demon, monkey, crew, posse people, they've been having this type of stuff on their heart for years. They didn't just woke up this morning or yesterday morning or last week and just felt like that. That shit been in their motherfucking system for the longest. Some people are just flying minion demon monkeys, period. And they love the fact that they can fucking push it off on you and suck your energy dry, all your positive energy. You feel me? You feel me knocking? Well, let me in. They want to snatch and suck and drag out all your positive energy because they see that light. They see that energy, blessed bubble light in you, and they want to suck it dry. Okay? That's what they want to do. Hi, Lethea. Good morning. Thank you for coming, hon. I remember you. Thank you for coming, sweetheart. I remember you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I pray everyone will just think and change their ways. Yes, Lisa Boone, me too. Because you just never know. You know, like I said, people wake up with malice, go to sleep with malice and hate in their heart. And they trying to figure out you know, who they gonna get and who you gonna take down tomorrow, the next day. Next week I'm gonna get such and such. Next week is Whoop the Wop Day. Tomorrow is such and such a Whoop the Wop Day too. I'm gonna get them too. You not thinking that God is watching you? He listening to everything that you thinking about. He listening to everything that you thinking about. He know everything that we gonna do before we do it. And I'm trying to figure out how people study running around here thinking that they're gonna have some good karma. How? How? How you think you're gonna have good karma and you wake up every day with malice and hatred in your heart to hurt people? Hurt people, hurt people. I'm gonna say that again. Hurt people, hurt people. That's just what they do. In order for you not to be in the midst, in the wind of that hurt people thing, syndrome thing, you just gotta stay away from them. You gotta stay away from them. It's just too much. You don't want nobody over spewing on you and rubbing off on you because that's the way that they are. You just you wake up and you learn something new every single day. Some people just not meant for you. Some people not meant for you. And you know what? That's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. Toxic people. Exactly, Lethea. Hurt people, period. I have good karma too, bless Shukamuka. Watch out. I'll make you smile. Thank you, Angel Shukamuka. That's just real talk, y'all. I want to go around and make people smile too. I don't want to be making people mad or upset, you know, or hurting people. I don't want to do that to nobody. And I don't want nobody doing that to me. So I feel like if you out to hurt people and get revenge on people that ain't even done you nothing bad. Some of these people ain't even done nothing to these people. They just wake up and be mean and evil and hateful. You don't even got to do nothing to nobody for nobody to do nothing to you. People go to sleep with hatred in their heart and not liking on a person just because and on GP. And that's hatred and malice in their heart. And God is going to deal with that. He don't like that. Because again, he know before you know that you're going to do it. So why would you want to spew all of that evil and hatred out on somebody else? Especially when you already got a lot of bad karma in your life. People be killing me with that, trying to figure out and make up excuses. Oh, this is why that happened. Oh, that's why I went through that. Oh, this is why that happened over here. Yada, 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 yada. No, it happened because you treated somebody else like that. It happened because you did somebody else wrong like that. And I hate when people get amnesia. That's the most sickest thing in the world to me. How you gonna get amnesia about how you did the next person wrong? Hey, Foot, how you doing? Thanks for coming. How you gonna get amnesia on how you do the next person wrong? Again, hurt people, hurt people. We don't have time to be hurting nobody else and being mad and upset and doing other people wrong. We don't have time for that. Because again, everybody got a death date, and I'm sorry, everybody got a birth date and a death date. You want to spend your birthday in between your death date and your birthday doing stuff like this to people? I'd rather study, keep giving out food and helping people and giving them clothes that I don't need. Different things like that. Making sure my people is okay. And again, I'm not perfect. Ain't none of us perfect. But once again, if I hurt anybody unknowingly, I apologize. I can be a real woman about mine and say, I apologize. And it's up to that other person or whoever it may be to accept it. Because guess what? I'm not fixing to keep, oh, well, you ain't going to tell my apology, or that messed up, that fucked up, that this, that. Either you're going to accept it or the fuck you ain't. I'm not fixing to keep going through that. Long as I know I got it off my heart and I dealt with God with it, and this was my thing to wake up and do. If this is where I'm going to leave it. It's a waste of time and energy. Because again, you're walking around with it's like walking around with a big super 3D flashlight, which is your blessed bubble. Everybody don't have a blessed bubble that's around them. Everybody ain't God's chosen one to have a blessed bubble wrapped around them. Okay? Everybody is just not chosen for that. And when people see that blessed bubble around you and they ain't full of nothing but negativity and hate and all that, they want to be around you so that they can suck you dry. They want some of it, a part of it too, a part of that energy. They see that there's good energy and love around you because they see it gleaming. They see you shining bright everywhere you go. And it's a lot of people that's not going to like you because of it. So don't feel bad when somebody don't want to speak to you or don't like you or treating you some type of way. I'm not even going to sit here and say that it's jealousy. I know it's a lot of jealousy out here, but I know in certain things, it's just letting you know, to just beware of people, because everybody ain't for everybody. That's real talk. Everybody just ain't for you, just like you ain't for everybody. I'm not for everybody. Everybody ain't for me either. I like my blunt on that one. Everybody is not for me, and everybody is not for you, for Jewel. Thank you, Miss Alethea. That's real talk. I mean, that's just how I feel. Like, I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? None of us are. So again, whatever I did to anybody, over here as a fam to hurt anybody's feelings, and I don't know about it, I apologize. That's real talk. I don't have enough energy and shit in me to keep going back and forth with no motherfucking body. All my energy needs to be conserved for my babies, my grandkids, and everything that we're going through in our real lives. We got to get prepared. God forbid, but who's to say that tomorrow night ain't the night that the whole internet will be shut down or all the lights will be cut off? What are we going to do then? How the fuck you going to log in and go the fuck off on somebody? How you going to log in? How you going to log into your YouTube account? How you going to get online? How you going to turn the TV on? Is anybody worried about that? It's a lot of people that are, but it's the majority of us that ain't, because they too busy hoping and wishing on a wing and a prayer. Which praying is good, and thinking about God, what he got, and all that, but you have to make your footsteps. You can't just be relying all upon God. You have to make your footsteps count too. And as long as your footsteps count, he's gonna do the rest. And that's facts. You can't just be running around here wanting God to do everything for you. You got to do some stuff for yourself too, and he'll meet you halfway. He ain't just going to be taking care and doing everything on his own for you. You got to show him that you really appreciate him and that you really want to help yourself. And you don't want to keep running around here hurting people because you hurt. Because again, hurt people. I feel you too, Bless. I used to be on everyone just alike. I know I'm not a bad person, but I know people is only in my life for a reason and season or for a lifetime. And that's facts, Lise. That's facts right there. And you have to discern, you have to have good discernment and figure out which people is for you and which ones are not. That's the hard part. That's the hard part, because people will show you too that they're not for you, but sometimes they won't. They'll be doing it while they slithering and they hissing like a snake. Yeah. That's where your good discernment come in at, and you got to use it time 10. Because if you don't make the first step, God ain't gonna make none for you. He gonna bless you, of course, especially when you're a good person and you're doing good things. But if you study praying to him about certain stuff, he's not gonna make all of those moves. You have to do those moves for yourself. He said, you make 5 steps and I make the rest, period. You can't just be sitting on them, just feeling sorry for yourself, just waiting on God to come. You're gonna have to do some things in order for him to make his moves, baby. You're gonna have to show him that that you're really for him. He want to see some work. He say faith without no works will never work, period. And then if you're gonna pray, why you gonna worry? And if you're gonna worry about it, then don't pray. And that's facts as well. It's up to you. It's up to you to reach one, each one, teach one. To push it out. It's up to you to reach one, each one, teach one. So with that being said, we all need to stick together as well. Like I said on my other lives, 5 fingers, you ball it up and make an almighty powerful fist, which creates an almighty powerful blow. I just don't want nobody treating me any kind of way either. Calling me no bitches and hoes and calling me this and that, all out my name and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And shit was supposed to be squashed. I don't want nobody to be calling me on my name and treating me like that. If we supposed to be sisters, cousins, homegirls, YouTube sisters, or whatever the case may be. I don't want nobody treating me any kind of way, you know what I'm saying? Or talking about me or any kind of way indirectly and thinking that I'm not going to pick up on it, which is kind of fucked up, but I'm not about to be letting nobody, you know what I'm saying, come in my inner circle and treat me like that either. I don't want nobody hissing around me. I'm cool. I don't like people hissing around me. When you hiss, I can hear it real loud. I go by aura. So the aura lets me know everything I need to know about that person. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Angel. We all are in the name of Jesus. And I thank God, and God forgive me for cursing with your name in vain. But again, he know before I say it, before I get ready to say it, he know all about it. But I'm not going to be disrespectful to him. But that's just how I feel. I'm not going to allow, nobody to bring me down and make me feel bad either after, I done told the person I apologize, or this is the way I feel, or this is what it is. I'm the one who feeling some type of way because I was called out my name again for no reason. And I thought that we were sisters. But it's all good. Again, my real life come first. This is only a YouTube app, and you gonna log out and it's gonna be over with. Ain't nobody fixing to keep convincing me that YouTube is YouTube. It's the YouTube people that created YouTube that's allowing all of this hatred and letting everybody spew all this bad things and do all these bad things on this free app. That's YouTube's fault, because they should be at fault for it. But the people should be able to take responsibility and accountability us for what they're doing as well, because people are grown as fuck out here and they know right from wrong. So I don't want to hear nothing about, well, I know that I didn't know, she didn't know, we didn't know, they didn't know, oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And this just doesn't make any sense that a person got to keep waking up every day, with somebody on the free apps talking about them, or bringing up their children or their grandbabies or their deceased loved ones or they whatever. It's just God see everything. And again, a person study be running around trying to figure out, how do I have all this bad karma? How are you trying to figure out how you got all this bad karma when you study running around spewing it out and treating people messed up, calling them all out their names, treating them and their grandkids and their people any kind of way, and they ain't did nothing but good to you or for you? Then how could you expect even to have some good karma after you've been and did all of this negative, wrong stuff to people? How could you even expect for you to have any ounce of good karma? I'm talking to all the hateful people, all the evil flying minion demon monkey people now. How could y'all even expect for any type of good karma to come to you in your life? You can't. You shouldn't. You wake up with malice and hatred in your heart every day, doing some negative, wrong things to people and their children and their loved ones and their kids, and all of this, and then you expect for God to bless you. How God don't bless no mess. That part. God don't bless no mess, no messes. He do not bless no mess. None of the messes. I'm trying to figure out real quick how a person with that much hate in their heart, you gonna be running around here thinking you finna get a blessing. No, that's gonna be your lesson. Okay? For all the things that wrong that you done did to somebody, it's gonna be your bad karma lesson. I don't be waiting on no blessing to come out. Hell, how you gonna wait for a blessing to come out and you've been on here being evil and demonic and satanic and all of this stuff and spewing all this evil out on people, spitting it put on people, running around here just spitting it out on people, just blowing out fire and bad on people, on other people, babies, grandkids, elderly people, deceased people. You spewing out all this evil shit on all these different people, and you expect a what? A blessing? No, you're gonna get a lesson. And I'm saying this again, I'm not perfect. Not even by a long shot. Not even by a long shot. But if you study out here doing all this bad things to people and going around doing, especially doing it to the deceased people and the babies and the grandkids, you're really going to get 10 times over your bad karma. So don't be looking, and this goes to whoever that's doing it. That's real talk. I mean, this is going out for whoever that's doing it. And guess what? If the shoe fit, lace it up all the way to the top of your damn kneecap. Lace it up to the top of your kneecap. Because God is going to come and spank you. Okay? He's coming to spank those who want to keep continuing doing and spewing bad things out of their mouth and bad things onto the children and the deceased loved ones and the elderly people. He make it 10 times as harder. Okay? Because again, hurt people do hurt people. Hurt people all the time. But God know right from wrong for the ones that's running around here doing it freely, just spewing it about their mouth, about their actions, you know what I'm saying? And then you just, how you think that God gonna give you anything good? He's not finna give you no blessings. God don't bless no mess. So don't wait for no blessings, whoever that's the ones that's doing that. And again, if the shoe fit, lace it up. If the shoe fit, just lace it right on up. I'm not pointing no fingers at nobody. But God sees all, he knows all, and and guess what? He know what to do. He know exactly what to do. So don't be thinking that you're in the cuddy, okay, doing stuff and that he don't see it. Don't think that. Not even by a long shot. You're supposed to do if people treating you good, you treat, and you know what? If when people treat me bad, I still treat them good. When they're doing that, I just ignore them and get away from them because I just know that they flying million demon monkeys and they from the crew and the posse and they don't mean me no good. And again, I go by aura. I'm not going to sit up here and let a person, keeps being around me and they study sucking my positivity dry because they're negative. If a person is negative and they running around all their life and just spewing nothing but negativity and hatred and bad stuff to people and harming people and doing wrong to everybody, how you think you're going to get some good karma? You done ran around here doing all of this shit to people, bad stuff to people, talking about their grandbabies and putting up their grandkids and doing deceased loved ones and all this other type of shit, and you waiting on a blessing? Hey, Keish, boo, be careful. How you running around here thinking you finna get a blessing? Sure do, Miss Lethian. Misery Love Company, 24 hours a day. I'm just tripping off the fact that how do people think that they're going to keep being out here doing all this negativity, bad karma stuff, and they running around talking about, oh, thank you, Jesus. I can't wait to God bless me. Oh, God is so good. Them be the ones running around saying that the most, the ones with the horns. The ones with the invisible horns, the ones with the invisible horns that think you can't see them. The ones with the invisible horns that think you can't see them. I said. People be killing me because I can see angel wings, people when they nice and they got angel wings. And I also can see you when you got horns. When you got horns and you hissing and you slithering, I can see, hear, and feel all that. Facts. And again, I'm not perfect. And who am I to say, all this? I just thought that I would get up and bring this to y'all this morning because it was on my heart. And I saw that about the power grid shutdown and the internet shutdown. You know what I'm saying? What they trying to do to us. So if we in the midst of all this hatred and spewing all this hatred and slithering and hissing, and trying to take people down and messing with kids and grandbabies and loved ones, deceased people, loved ones and all this old hero stuff. God forbid, but if you wake up tomorrow without no power or no internet, how you gonna spew all your negativity on people then? This day and time, evil and hatred and spewing stuff out on people shouldn't even be on nobody's mind right now. Stupid motherfuckers, do you see what's really going on out here? And these motherfuckers got time to be on here or on Facebook or on IG, wherever the fuck they at doing it. I don't understand how you feel like you're gonna get a blessing and not a lesson if you one of these people in one of these different categories. Running around tucking your horns, thinking don't nobody see them. Love you, big sis. Life, you okay, baby? That's facts. That's real talk. I don't want nobody around me that I can smell and I can hear them hissing from miles away. That don't mean me no good. I don't want nobody around me like that. I'm cool. I'm super Gucci. If you don't mean me no good and you don't like me, just stay from around me. It's okay when, everything is going good and this and that and the third. But when you're telling the person how they really are or, how you really feel about them or whatever, or you speaking up for yourself, I see people don't like you when you do that. And guess what? I don't give a fuck because I'm going to continue to do it. I don't like that. Don't be mad at me for standing up for my motherfucking self or for what's right for me and mine. Don't fucking get no attitude because you don't want to stand up for what's right for what's going on with you or all the dirty, grimy shit that you doing. You expecting for people to still love you and want you and need you around because the fuck you feel like they should. Just because you. What makes you so motherfucking special? Huh? That part. What makes you so special? This is to people in general. This ain't to nobody as special, a special. This is to people in general that think you just gonna keep having these demon horns around your back and you study slithering around this bitch and you study hissing. And you think I don't hear you. God sees all, he hears all, he knows all. Period.com. I just don't get it. How somebody that spewed that much evil, you know what I'm saying, demonic and satanic shit onto you or spewed it onto people all around them and they looking around trying to figure out why am I having so much bad karma? Why don't nobody love me? Why ain't nobody there for me? Why everybody doing me bad and me wrong? Why I don't have no friends, only but on the internet? Motherfuckers trying to figure out why they don't really got no real life friends. Because people keep saying that this app in real life is the same thing. That to each is his own, because that's not how I feel. I feel like YouTube is the new fantasy island. You can come on this motherfucker and you can be whoever the fuck you want to be. But don't come on this bitch trying to be El Nino or some motherfucking body thinking that you can't be fucking touched by doing people wrong and their babies and their grandkids and their children and their loved ones and their deceased loved ones, their uncles, their family, who the fuck ever. You're not gonna get away with it because God sees all, he hears all, and he knows all. He know that you certain ones is running around snaking and hissing and shit, and you slithering. Hi, big sis Faith. How you doing, baby? Thank you for coming. And I pray you well this morning, you and my babies, my niece, pools, and nephews, and my brother. Hey, brother. Yeah, that's real talk. That's why I said this YouTube app is called the new fantasy island. This fantasy island. Because people on here, motherfuckers on here think they can get up and come on here and be Donna Summers, God rest their souls, Whitney Houston. You know, you could wake up coming on here thinking you could be Superman, all type of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You just take your character and just pick who you want to be. And you come on this motherfucker and think you know, you just living your best life. Because your real life ain't about shit. So you come on here and you try to spew evil and demonic and evil satanic shit, twisted flying minion demon monkey shit onto other people, because that's what you really being spewed on in your real life. That's who you really are in your real life. Some people come on here to be on Fantasy Island YouTube. Fantasy Island Tube. That's the new YouTube. Fantasy Island Tube. I done made it up. I done made my motherfucking mind up. That's the new name. Fantasy Island Tube. Okay, sis. Love you, baby. I mean, people, wow. I had a call. I had to boot it out of there. I'm back. Sorry about that. But again, hurt people, and You know, all the flying million demon monkeys is running around spewing all this hate on people because they got a lot of it going on in their real lives. Okay. So they come on Fantasy YouTube Island. What did I say? Fantasy Island YouTube. However I said it, that's the new name for it. That part. Come on here spewing all this evil and where was I at? That's what I was saying. Coming on here spewing all this evil and demonic and satanic shit on people. Study spewing it out on people. Hissing and shit. Trying to cover up their demonic evil horns that they think people don't see. I'm one of the ones that see the horns and I see the wings. People be killing me. The plane, boss, the plane. that motherfucking part. That's what come on here and live a whole nother different fantasy world. Come on here and you name yourself any goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You this motherfucker name yourself all type of other shit. And you get off that bitch in your life. That some people like be miserable than the motherfucker. They don't got shit. They upset because, you know, everything is just fucked up in their real life. They whole backyard, they side yard, they front yard, everything dirty as a motherfucker. And you have the nerve to be on here talking about somebody else's shit. Somebody else that do nothing but good for people and nobody can seem to see that. Okay? But as long as I see it and God see it, that's all that person should be worried about. This fantasy is Fantasy YouTube Island. However I said it, I know it's one of them, but I didn't gave it a new goddamn name, damn it. Maybe I gave it a new name. Yes, ignorance. That's real talk. And sometimes God remove people that don't mean you no good without you doing nothing. Ooh. Hi, y'all. You be looking around like, dang, what happened to such and such? What happened to such and such? What happened to Whoop the Wop? I wonder, you know, damn. Sometimes you be so hurt, you know, and you be in there asking them, like, why you take you something, you know, you don't supposed to ask God nothing. But some people be asking them, why you this and why you that? You ain't supposed to be asking God that. He removed them people out your life for a reason, or that person out your life for a reason, because they didn't mean you no good. Even though you didn't see him, not meaning you know good, but he's seen it. Him a saint of it. Him a saint of it. And him was his love that you so much and so much. He moved them out your way. Because he saw what they were supposed to do to you before you even knew it, because you were still allowing them to be there in your circle, in your world. You know what I'm talking about? In your life. And you come on now. Everybody can feel sometime when somebody just ain't right for them. God be showing you so many signs. And it don't matter if it's a boyfriend, a husband, a cousin, a sister, a brother, a homegirl, the neighbor, the person at the store. It don't matter. He show you who really meant for you and who really not meant for you. You just not paying attention. And guess what? I do practice what I preach. And I'm still a work in progress, and I'm still working on practicing what I preach as well. For me also, when I try to spew it and tell somebody else it, I like to spew good things on people. I don't like to spew bad things on people because, again, I've had my butt whooped with bad karma for 2 years in a row. And this was like 10 or 15 years ago, but I remember it like if it was yesterday. That's why I don't bring it and do it in my current life, because of what happened to me in my past life that God showed me and gave me a whooping. Okay. And he show you for people, not for you too. So don't be in the house asking him in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put it in a different way and all of that. Trying to figure out why he didn't remove that person or this person or that person. He done took them all away. It's because they wasn't meant for you in some kind of way. You just don't know what way, but he did it for a reason. And we all are a work in progress. Yes, Lithia, you sure know what to say. But why would you want to keep coming on here spewing the devil's view out on somebody when they don't deserve it in their real life, because they so a part of their community, they so a part of their family lives, they so a part of their grandbabies, or the neighbor, the homeless people, just whatever. They just a part of their community, period, just looking out and loving on people. Ain't nobody around here trying to get over on nobody. We trying to look out for people and make sure our family and everybody is Gucci. We ain't trying to make sure nobody is going down and you know what I'm saying, trying to use people, you know what I'm saying, looking them up, making them look stupid, trying to bring their business out. Don't nobody give a fuck about that bullshit. What we give a fuck about is us trying to figure out how are we going to survive without no motherfucking lights or no internet that they trying to take from us. That's what this whole live is about. What you gonna do when it's your turn? To be ready. Sugar Free say stay ready so you'll never got to get ready. That part. Okay, Keish, be careful. Yeah. What you gonna do then? Right now, people need your help. It's not time to be sitting out trying to make, you know what I'm saying, fun of nobody else because of this or because they don't have that. It's the time to ask, reach one, each one, teach one, and act and help one, and ask somebody, do they need your help? Is there any of assistance can I be to you or for you or your family? Is it anything that you need? Thank you, Lethea. I appreciate you coming too, sweetheart. Is it anything that you need? Is it anything that I can help you with, neighbor, friend, sister, cousin? Is there anything that I can help you with? I just want to be able to help somebody. I don't want to be able to be not needed. Okay, sister. Our prayers is with you, baby, for everything you're going through. Okay. And we'll be right here. And we love you. And keep doing an amazing job of a grandmother and a mother that you are. That part. But we're not going to be running around here wanting, you know, just spewing evil stuff on people and all of that. I'm cool. I'm like I said, I'm the type of person, like, I just say how I feel. I can't keep holding it on me. I can't keep holding it on me or all inside. I have to let it out eventually. I'm going to wrench around and I'm going to release. Because again, I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. Are you going to love me or leave me alone? Or hate me or don't like me? Whatever. I got who all I need. That's the cool part about that. People don't understand. You don't be needing a whole lot of people. You don't be leading people. People ain't, man, listen here. Because again, hurt people. And we don't know which ones of the people that hurt people. You have to be very, very, you have to have your discernment. You got to use it. You got to use it before you lose it. You got to lose it before you use it before you lose it. And that's in a lot of different areas, aspects of your life that you can put that as and use it for. Oh, over here scratching. Oh, popping. Old age make you pop. But yes, I just thought that I would come this morning and say that, all of this, because again, it was just on my mind and on my heart, and I just feel I needed to let it out. God just woke me up like, no, look, this ain't what you're finna do. This is what I want you to do. I don't want you to do that. I want you to do this. And so I changed it all around, and this is what I did. He told me to wake up and show you guys what the lady was saying about the power grid and the power outage grid and the internet power outage. Talking about it's a bug. It's might be some type of bug in it, and they need to turn it, the whole thing off to scour it in order to clean it. Y'all know I'm gonna be all over the place because this is who I am. This is what I like to do. So I might go back to that subject, back over here to that subject. But guess what? We all know we all on the same page. We just flipping different scripture chapters of this book. Okay? That I'm trying to share with y'all, that God put it on me to share this morning. He didn't tell me, oh, too blessed, no cussing, no this, no that. You know, he ain't told me all that. He just told me what to get up and put this on my heart for me to say to y'all and share with y'all. He didn't tell me no specific way to put it out or let it out or nothing. It's just here. I'm just the type of person, I'm just straight out. I'm gonna just let you know how I feel. And if I'm feeling some type of way about you, I want to know, like, what are you feeling about me? Like, why are you feeling about me like this? Like, what did I do? He make you, let me tell you something. He pluck them all away. He's trying to show you in every way, okay, who be for you and who not for you. And you just not paying attention. I'm gonna go back to that too. You got to be paying attention, because he gonna show you in every way who for you and who not for you. That's real talk. Don't be asking him and trying to wonder why he replaced and misplaced somebody else. Because it's always a replace and a misplace. He replaced and I mean how you say it, he misplaced, or however it go, to replace, yeah, somebody that's better for you, because that other person wasn't no good. It was like a rotten bad apple and you just wouldn't let it go. So he removed it for you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Lethea. Sure will. Always do. I pray for mine to be revealed all the time. I've been like that since I was a little girl. Since I was taught to pray. I be wanting to know who for me and who not for me. Please, God, please remove them in the precious name, blood of Jesus. Amen. If they not for me, please reveal them and remove them immediately. Because it be the ones that be tiptoeing, hey, oh, you, my cousin, my baby, my tutor, my this, woo woo wop, and the boop bam, and the woo the woo, and the hey. You know, it be them ones that you least expect. Mm-hmm. That he'll show you all type of receipts and inclinations, and it give you all type of stuff that you need to work with, so you can see exactly for who people are. Mm-hmm. Felicia said, I love who you say flying minion demon monkeys. That's what they are. My granny taught me that at a young age. That's what they was called. Some people are in your life for the long haul. Some people are there temporary, a temp service just passing through. That's facts, period. That's super facts. Mm-hmm. I just had to just get this off my chest this morning, because it's just too much going on, you know, too many people being passed and stuff like that. And it, it's just not meant to tell everybody your business either. Mm-mm. Because when you be talking and you be telling people your business, maybe other people be telling it to other people, and other people be telling it to other people, and then it just travel these fantasy YouTube island streets. Mm-hmm. And people be out here to hurt you all for what? And to me, when a person did something in their past, that's just what it's called for. It's just they past. Everybody don't want that. I mean, the person that's even giving out the people pass is not wanting they pass to come out. So why would you do that to somebody else? And you expect to keep on waking up being blessed and blessed. Or if you're not being blessed, you haven't studied, having bad karma, you're trying to figure out why your blessings aren't coming. And are they ever going to come? And I'm going to answer that for you. No, They not. Not if you that way. They ain't never gonna come. You gonna wake up every single day and still be miserable as ever. You and your little flying million demon monkey crew posse. The crew posse people. That part. You're gonna wake up forever and a day trying to figure out is you gonna be are you gonna have any blessings or any good luck coming to you. You know, you study portraying and then putting it out there like your life is all of this and all of that, you know, but your life ain't shit. And I'm just saying real quick, you know, I know a lot of people in my life like that. I really do. They live like that on a daily basis. Like, you know, like you way down on a total pedestal down there and they way up high in the sky looking down at you. And them be the ones that have the mostest problems, and that be the most sick in the brain and the head too. Y'all know that, right? Them be the most cleverest, dumbest, stupidest motherfuckers ever on the planet, and they be thinking that they more better than you and more smarter than you. People may be that in a lot of ways, but guess what? I'd rather be this smart from God smarts, you know, and street smarts. You know what I'm saying? And in order for me not to have to ever take, you know, advice from somebody like that, or even be around somebody like that. That don't mean you no good, or don't mean the kids no good, or don't mean the deceased no good, don't mean nobody no good. You just a spoiled rotten apple. And that's sad. I wouldn't want to wake up with that on my heart every day. I would have to ask God to help me with that. And that goes for people in general, whoever it is. And again, whoever, if the shoe fit, lace it up. Tie that bitch up all the way to the kneecap. If it don't fit and it don't apply, then let it motherfucking fly. It is what it is. That part. I feel people need to really, really just look in the mirror. I love my sis name, my big sis. I love her name because that's facts. If the person just took time to just look in the mirror every day before they even got on live or talked about, you know, thought to even get on live or wherever you may go talking about people. You need to take a real good look in the mirror before you even leave your house or before you even get up, pick your phone up. You need to try to figure out who you really are in the inside. Who you really are in the inside parts. Because if you ain't nothing but a bad, rotten apple in the inside parts, it's going to all eventually just attempt to keep spewing out on the outside onto other people in your real life on the free fantasy YouTube island app. It's going to continue to spew out everywhere you go onto people because that's just what you are. People can be so beautiful, okay? They could be the ugliest person in the world, but if your heart is good and it's pure and you really mean good to people and you really helping people and all that, it'll outshine all that. And that's real talk. I'm just keeping it real this morning. I could be wrong about a lot of things because I'm not perfect and I'm not all the time right. But I've taken accountability in a lot of the things that I, you know, went through and went for in my life. And I just don't feel like that there's anything wrong with anybody else doing the same. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. You got to be real with yourself before you be real with be real with God, then yourself, then everybody else comes after that. But how do you feel like something good is going to keep coming to you and you don't have nothing good coming out of you? All in the inside parts of your insides is just rotten and evil and demonic and satanic. And you just running around here spewing it out on everybody. And you feel like some blessings is supposed to be on their way. Right, says you see the truth when you look in the mirror. It will show the good and the bad for real, for real. Payal. Thumbs my sis up, Jack. Okay, Lethea, thank you for coming, sweetheart. Blessings and wishes. Best wishes to you too, baby. Thank you. My mom always says sneak around. What she say? My mom always says sneak around your own before you even try to sneak around mine. Hello. That part. Hmm. And some people just can't be themselves because being themselves is them hissing because they know sus because they already done looked in the mirror. You see what I'm saying? They already know they hissing. That be the cold part about it. But then you want to spew it out on everybody else around you instead of twirling it around in the inside parts and making it come out in a better way by helping somebody else not do that to the next person. People just don't know they could be a really big asset to helping one another. But they choose to hate on one another than to relate to one another. Okay? You have to treat people as you want to be treated. You can't just be treating people no any kind of way and expecting for them to treat you a different type of way. That's a real talk. And there's no good luck or no good karma going to ever come to you ever. As long as you out here spewing it upon everybody else, all this bad demon spawn, serpent, hissing, venom. It's not going to never come to you. Nothing good. So don't wait for it. And again, if it don't apply, then let it fly. Okay? That's just, it is what it is. And I just had to bring that. I just had to get that off my chest. That's a real talk. Because just every day is just not promised. And stop saying I'm going on that cruise on September the 29th or December the 30th, whatever year, 2022 and all of this. You don't know if you're gonna be here then. You've been to spew so much hate and evilness and stuff on people. You don't know what you got because everybody again got a birth date and a death date. It's just up to you to make the either good or bad karma footsteps for yourself and how short or fast or long that your life will live. I mean, you will live your life. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's facts. It's just all up to you. Well, don't be getting up doing all this bad and wrong things to people, you know what I'm saying, every single day, every night. Thinking you're going to wake up to some blessings. No, you're going to wake up to a lesson. Huh? You're going to wake up to a lesson. Ain't going to be nobody. What? Blessing? Are you serious? Seriously waiting on a blessing after you done did all of that to somebody? Please. You're going to turn black and blue. Waiting. That's real talk. Everybody just don't mean you no good. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you ain't for everybody and sometimes everybody ain't for you. No matter who you are. I just be listening to my inner discernment telling me that certain things ain't right and certain people ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't listen at first. It took me years to learn that. That's what I'm saying. You just got to listen and watch and see what he's showing you about the different people that's in your life or around you or that you even allow in your inner circle or, you know, or whatever like that. You got to watch them. You know, everybody is not meant to be around you or for you. Period. No matter how much you think they are or try or whatever, it's not meant. Stop trying to make it fit. It's like a puzzle. You know how when you get a puzzle and certain pieces don't go certain places? That's how that is. And just because people say things about you, again, I have to work on that. That don't make it true. So I'm gonna stop jumping up when somebody says something, you know what I'm saying, and feeling that way. Because just because a person say some things about you, that shouldn't make it move you or change your spirit or the person that you really say that you truly are on the inside. It shouldn't let that determine that or make you feel no other type of different way, about that person. If that person is just telling you how they feel because of what you said, every action is bound to get a reaction. I put it like that. I'm gonna stop saying every action doesn't deserve a reaction, because that'll be a lie. That'll be a lie. I used to say that, but that's not true. I love you too, Shukamuka, Angel baby. Yeah, that'll be a lie. I'm not gonna say that no more. I changed it up and I say it different now. So I just thought that I would bring that to you guys this morning. That's what was on my heart and my mind. And that part, yes, ma'am, or it would be a lie. That part, Keish boo. And I don't want it to be no lie. I want to be straight up and forward about it. You know what I'm saying? Either you is for me, or either you for me or you not. At the end of the day, you gonna love me for who I am and still kick it with me and be around me for who I am, or just leave me alone. If you feel like I'm too much to handle, you know what I'm saying, or I'm too overly over the edge, or I'm too over whatever, however you feel about me. At this point in time, it matter wherever you may be at, whoever may be listening, whoever may come click it after the fact. If I may be too much for you, you know what I'm saying, and you don't love me and cherish me and care about me the way that you said you do, you just been lying all along, unsubscribe and just never come fuck with me ever again. Period. Because it is what it is. This is what you're going to get on here. Is what you're going to get in real life, because this is me. I'm not going to change for nobody. Either you're going to like me and love me the way I am, or just don't fuck with me at all. Period. .com. I just want, I just want to be treated the way that I'm treating people. I like, again, everybody ain't for you, and I ain't for everybody, and everybody ain't for me. The internet, excuse me, it was a lady named Candace Owens that I showed earlier. Let me pick my phone back up. I might not can hear me. Can y'all hear me? It's a lady named Candace Owens. You can follow her on IG. And she said that she heard that the internet was going to be shut down due to a bug maybe on it, and they have to scour it. The whole internet, they're going to have to shut down the whole internet to scour the bug to find it. So they say. And the power grid is supposed to be shutting down as well. That's what I had brought in the beginning. They talking about they supposed to shut them off at the same time, and that's why I was bringing, my content as to saying, like, what would you do? If how you gonna wake up and be evil and mean to somebody and be trying to do all this stuff to the deceased loved ones and babies and children and all this? You trying to do all this, but what if your internet and your power go out? God forbid, you won't be able to do none of that. Then what you gonna do? What you gonna be able to do then? That part. Hey, Sakina Boo, how you doing, honey? Thanks for coming. I was just sharing about this woman named Candace Owens. She said that it's supposed to be the power grid is supposed to be shut down, and the internet's supposed to be shut down so that they can scour. It could be a bug inside the internet, and they got to scour it. I mean, they're going to have to turn it off in order to scour it to fix the problem. That's what I was speaking about in the beginning. She's on IG. You can find her. Her name is Candace Owens, you guys, for anybody that's interested in that. That's what I had brought at the beginning. And the rest of my content and message came from God. Even though, like I said, he didn't say, don't come on here cussing, don't say that, don't say this. I just brought it to how I was, how my heart had it on there. So I just released it. But yeah, if y'all want to go back and catch the beginning, it's very informative. And again, she could be found on IG. She might be some different other places, but her name is Candace Owens. Candace, Candace Owens. And she was the one who was telling, the story about that, about what she heard with her own 2 ears, as a matter of fact. It wasn't like some secondary information. She said she heard it with her own 2 ears. So you guys need to go search her up and look that up and look her up. Then she probably got more information than I got, but I just was bringing y'all what I heard her say this morning. Keish will. Let me drink some of the drink. People know what to do. They better. And they better know quick. Because, baby, I'm so serious. I just love it, y'all. Thank y'all for all coming with me and listening to me. And I'm trying to light my cigarette. Thank y'all for coming and chilling with me and always rocking with me. And just being yourselves and having your own opinion and, never let nobody change you. And, you still loving on me no matter what nobody say, about me too, And I just want to love on people and treat them how they show me. I was trying to light my cigarette. I just go by for the way people treat me and do me. And that's all. But I could be the most lovable person in the world. I'll give you my shirt off my back. I even share my food with you if you're hungry. And I ain't even got to know you. It could be the last plate of food I got. And I ain't even got to know you. And I'll share half of my food with you. But at a different token, I just choose me. I'm not in my babies in my real life. I'm not finna choose YouTube Fantasy Island. It's not that serious. There's too much going on that people realize for them to even be worrying about this damn free app. There's some shit that you can log out of, please. I'll just keep going back to that because that's just too crazy right there. I'm about to be choked on. I really am. I just wanted to come to y'all and bring that to y'all. I really, I just loved it, y'all, like I said, and I just appreciated it, y'all. And y'all rock and don't never change. And I thank y'all for watching, and stay blessed and stay strong and, just stand strong in your skin that you're in. And again, God don't bless no mess. Okay? Stay beautiful, stay blessed, be safe, and I love you guys again. And I'll see y'all in the YouTube streets. Have a blessed day. Thank you all for coming. Like, share, and subscribe. Toodaloo, boo-boos. Love you, sis.